Chairman, Ministers of State present, Your Excellencies and Heads of Mission, Chief Director and Directors, Development Partners, representatives of MDAs, NGOs, and CSOs, staff of Ministry of Gender, Children, and Social Protection, the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and our drummers, so well done. It is an honor to be given the keynote address at this maiden summit, which seeks to take stock of activities, programs, achievements, and challenges of our ministry for the year 2018, in order to realign and improve performance. You would agree with me that the chosen theme, promoting social inclusion, leave no one behind, is well-timed, especially now that issues of social protection have taken center stage in our global development. Protection and promoting the rights and well-being of the vulnerable in society is an utmost importance to any government that wants to achieve an all-inclusive society. Social protection practices in all the world have proven that those who feigned to view at the fair side of liabilities are actually assets. With appropriate strategies, interventions, such persons can become a force to transform countries and continents. It is an inculcative and harnessing the potential and capabilities of all that national development becomes possible, speedy, and acceptable. This is why, in our development journey as a nation, we cannot leave the vulnerable persons by the wayside, and for that, our vulnerable persons left behind is one too many. The Ministry of Gender, Children, and Social Protection has been mandated to champion this cause in line with the President's vision of a fair and inclusive society that is beyond aid. The ministry's program, interventions, and projects have been aligned with the President's coordinated program for economic and social development and the nation's medium-term development policy framework 2018 to 2021, which have been designed to create a society where no one is left behind in the development process. Ladies and gentlemen, let me note a few of the measures that the ministry, together with its partners, have undertaken towards guaranteeing a place in our nation's development process for vulnerable and excluded persons. The ministry have, over the years, development policies, strategies, plans, and legislation to support the implementation of social intervention programs in Ghana. Key among them are social protection policy, national gender policy, Ghana school feeding policy, Children's Act, Disabilities Act, a 5-year strategic plan to address teenage pregnancy, and a national framework on ending child marriage. We are also vigorously pursuing the passage of the following bills into law: the Affirmative Action Bill, Social Protection Bill, National Aged Persons Bill, and then the Ghana School Feeding Bill. Distinguished invited guests, the ministry is implementing several social intervention programs, and some of which include Livelihood Empowerment Against Poverty, that is LEAP, which is a cash transfer program for the extremely poor household. And I am proud to say that this initiative was championed by our able Chief of Staff, who is here with us this morning. The objective is to smoothen their consumption and nutrition, as well as increase access to health care among children, the aged 65 years and above, without productive capacity, and people with severe disability. A social component of the program focuses on pregnant and lactating mothers, as well as women with children under 1 year old. The component, to the large extent, contributes to the cognitive development and well-being of children. I am happy to note that the LEAP program now has a nationwide coverage. The Ghana School Feeding Program provides one nutritious, hot meal to beneficiary pupils in schools on each school-going day to reduce hunger, stunting, as well as increase environment and domestic consumption. The program considers the gains being made under the LEAP component, which focuses on children 0 to 2 years for improved nutrition. We are also instituting measures to reduce administrative costs on the Ghana School Feeding Program to barest minimum and stimulate local agricultural growth by improving strategies to facilitate caterers to buy and use local growth foodstuff from local farmers. Amending the Disability Act to bring in line with the UN Convention on Disability and pass appropriate legislative instruments for the implementation of the Mental Health Act 2012, Act 846, and the Disability Act 2006, Act 715. Again, we are partnering with a civil society organization to staff and adequately reduce the National Council of Persons with Disability, decentralize it, and enforce Section 18 of the Disability Act, which provides for free education of persons with disability. To ensure citizens have unfettered access to these social protection services and interventions, a single-window cash management system, Helpline of Hope, has been established within the ministry to receive complaints through a toll-free number 0800 800 800, 0800 900 900, and SMS on a short code 8020. Ladies and gentlemen, the ministry has also initiated a number of programs to promote women's empowerment and gender equality. Distinguished participants, to ensure that our services reach the doorsteps of our beneficiaries, we have, under my stewardship, introduced community dialogue series in partnership with the local government services to interact with beneficiaries of our services, share with them that we do and receive inputs from them to improve our services delivery. We started from the central region and will move to the remaining regions of the country in the coming months. Ladies and gentlemen, promoting social intervention where no one is left behind cannot be sole responsible of government. It demands the collective efforts of government development partners, non-governmental organizations, civil society organizations, and the media, to mention a few. The role played by each of us is critical. Your presence in this summit is a testimony of our collective determination to respond to persons of the very fringes of our society, whose voices and lamentations cannot be drowned or ignored by those who have been more fortunate to be well off and on the safe side. It is our hope that the outcome of this summit will point to gaps we have not been able to identify in-house as a ministry, as well as suggest new appropriate to serving our clients better in the coming years. Beyond the summit, our doors are open for any further engagement to promote the agenda of including all in the development process of our dear nation without leaving anyone behind. I wish you all a fruitful engagement. God bless us all. Thank you.